So this is the pound dollar analysis for Monday the 19th of March. Now, let's just have a look what happened prices and where prices may likely go. So here on the pound dollar, we did find support in around that 138. Had a brief pullback continuation again up towards this 139. Another pullback, strong continuation, breaking above the 39.42. We did see points head up towards that 140, 140.05. Instead, we turned around here at the 139.95. From which we did see a pretty long period of a consolidation here after the move upwards. A degree of indecisiveness in the markets. There were occasions where we did trade below the 39.42 all the way down towards the 39.20s, but we did see the buy side momentum return to the market again, retested those levels, and again we did see the buy side momentum return to the market. So nearing the end of the trading range, we did post slightly lower highs, had prices come down, test lower lows, and again posted another lower high. From this lower high, which was posted in around at 39.80, we did see the strong sell side momentum come back into the market, trading below this 139. We headed down towards this 400 period moving average for what was potentially a perfect test, actually. So we had a 400 period moving average sitting at the 138.89, and the actual low of the candle was 138.89. So within a pip of the 400 period moving average, from which we did see the bullish buy side momentum return to the market for a test of the 39.42. It came as high as 39.49, I think it was. So we traded slightly above this 139.42, from which we did see the sell side momentum return to the market. Now, the sell side momentum has returned, and we would have expected prices to head down towards a 200 period moving average, potentially seeing if we did find support there for a move back up to test the 39.42, 39.50, or possibly even if we did trade below the 200 period moving average, head for prices to head down towards that 139 or that 138.89 or 138.90. Before we could potentially see bullish buy side momentum return to the market. Instead, however, we have seen the bullish buy side momentum return to the market from, is it this low here? From in around the 39.15 or so. So we are seeing a bit of bullish buy side momentum. The candles are still small, so there is a potential for prices to turn around and head down towards that 139 and 138.90. But we do appear to be finding some minor support. Candles are still pretty small, so we are a bit cautious, but there is still a cautious move to the upside. Now, if we do see a continuation, we have potentially a low here, a higher low, and there is the possibility of prices retesting at 39.50, break from which we're looking for price head up towards that 39.80, a most recent swing high in the market. A break from there, the most recent swing highs in around the 139.95, and a break. And if we do see the further continuation, we're looking for price head up towards that 140.05. Beyond 140.05, the very next level that we are looking at to the upside here would be 140.69, which I'd expect to be the far end of the range here on Monday the 19th of March. 140.69, potential for seeing sell side momentum return to the market for a retest of the 140.05. Now, let's just have a look for the potential for if we do not see the my word. Just bear with me a second here. If we don't see the potential for, if we don't see the upside momentum play out, where we would expect prices to potentially head. So if we were to trade below the 38.90, we would be expecting prices to head down towards the 38.57. 38.57 was previously an area where we did find support, and there was a potential resistance around the 38.57. I will just show you here on the chart as the charts load up. So not on the euro dollar, I'm on the pound dollar at the moment, so just bear with me. Yes, there we are. There we go. Having some minor technical difficulties. Some minor. There we are. So here on the pound dollar, we are seeing that bullish buy side momentum. But if we did turn around from where we are, again, we'll be expecting prices to trade. If we don't find support at the 38.90, we are expecting prices to head down towards that 38.57. From 38.57, we previously found resistance, and more recently we found support at the 38.57. So we would be looking for prices to head back up towards the 39.80, 31.39 level. And if we aren't able to find support at the 38.57, however, we are expecting price to head down towards that 138.35, or possibly even down towards that 138 level here on the pound dollar. So before we wrap up here on the pound dollar, let's have a look at before we wrap up here on the pound dollar, let's just have a look at the higher time frames before we wrap up here on the pound against the dollar. So we head over to the monthly time frame for the pound dollar, and as you can see here on the pound dollar, we have been having a bit of a recovery here on the pound dollar, and what we can see here is we've came down, we formed a base, had a strong continuation to the upside. The month of January was a pretty bullish month on the pound against dollar. We've had a pullback in February, and so far in March we are seeing the further upside continuation. So there is a potential for it to retest the old highs in around that 143. Just bear with me a second here. So there is a potential to test the old highs in around at 143.43. If we have a look at the weekly chart, I suppose we should probably remove our drawings here. So here we do have on the weekly charts, as you can see, we formed a bit of a base. We posted a series of higher lows, had deep pullbacks all the way down towards the 20-period moving average here. From our last pullback towards the 20-period moving average, we've had a pretty strong run to the upside. We've come pretty close to interacting with this 200-period moving average at a brief pullback, and we do seem like prices are poised for further upside momentum. There is a slight move to the downside, but there is a degree of indecisiveness. Bears didn't have complete control of the market, as indicated by the degree of bullish candles here in this most recent trend to the downside, this most recent pullback. So we do seem poised for further upside continuation towards that 200-period moving average here on this daily chart, and the 200-period moving average is currently sitting at the 142.80 level. So it's about, where is that? It's north of about 200 points, isn't it? Yes, it's north of 200 points. North of 200 points to the upside. So if we did break from there, we suppose we'd get our drawings back on the charts to have a look at where our levels are. So if we did break beyond, I suppose probably use a weekly chart, it's probably more appropriate. So we do look poised for further upside continuation here in light of the most recent trend to the upside. And we'll have a look at the daily chart on the pound against the dollar. So here on the pound against the dollar, you can see, and we've had a pullback, had a strong move to the upside, formed a bit of a double top, trading slightly above it, from which we have seen the sell side momentum, posted a lower high still. There is we do seem to have a higher low. What appears to be a bit of a bull flag. There's a degree of indecisiveness in the market, as indicated by the dojis and the size of these candles here. There's a degree of indecisiveness from it. So there is still the potential, in light of this most recent trend here on the daily chart, with the lows, higher lows, for prices to retest those highs around that 41. Where is that? 41.78. I think it's not 41.78. It's There we are. So in around the 41.20 and beyond 41.20, we are looking for prices head up towards that 142.66. And beyond 142.66, we've got 143.43. Now, those are pretty much the levels that we are looking at to the upside. The pound dollar does still appear to have a degree of a bullishness here on the higher time frames. Despite having the most recent trend being a series of lower highs, we do seem poised to have a higher lows, which indicate there is a possibility of testing these most recent highs. And with that said, that should pretty much cover the pound and dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.